Hello. Hi, everyone. It's been a while. Hope you all are doing great. Thank you for joining. I see some few people connecting already. Let's just hold on a little bit longer so that others can join. Amina, hello. I feel like it's been forever. As you join, please do me a favor to share as you connect. Please go ahead and share so that we can meet so many people, we can reach so many different people. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. All right, I'm just trying to extend this here. Hi, everybody. For those who don't know me, if this is the first time you're connecting on this channel, my name is Karen. My name is Karen Fomafung, and I am your Agile Evangelist. That's who I am. So, what we do here, we share knowledge, we share information, we partner so we all can continuously build ourselves, improve our agile learning, and keep our learning alive. And this platform is a very safe place where you can share information respectfully. You can fail. Nobody's judging you. Share your opinion so that we all can learn. Rajesh, hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. Yes, Rajesh, we provide interview prep mentoring. It's not actually training. We do mentoring and coaching. So if that's what you're looking for, there's a pin message right up on this chat. There's a pin message there. So just go to that message. You see the link to our website, visit our website and focus on our level 2 program. It's a fantastic program that will help you achieve your goal. If your goal is to become a working Scrum Master or an Agile Coach, whatever you want to be in this Agile space. Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining. So today, I am just here to have a conversation with you all. You know how we usually do it. It's not going to be just Karen talking. It's a very open space where we all can, share opinion. So the topic of today is going to be us understanding the level of technicality that a Scrum Master is supposed to be. Because there've been a lot of, if you go right now online on these job sites, LinkedIn, Indeed, look up jobs and you'll see that on Scrum Master jobs, you'll see some technical requirements some organizations are looking for, or they're looking for Scrum Masters to be technical. And these questions have been popping up a lot, and some people have even decided to let it go because they think technicality, they may never ever get to be technical because they are not a technical person. So Scrum Master may just becoming a Scrum Master may just be an illusion, you see. Hi, thank you for joining, Samuel. Thank you for joining. So they're beginning to think that becoming a Scrum Master may just be an illusion because they cannot be a technical person, And then I see even some people, even in our program, they are beginning to be worried and they think that they need to go learn to code. They need to go learn how to develop, become a developer or something like that. So that is really the conversation that we will be having today. And as I share my own opinion, very open to hearing what you all have to say as well. Now, once we have that conversation, I'm just also going to leave some time so that people can ask their questions, whatever questions they may have around the topic we've discussed, and clear that first. If there is any other agile question that we may be able to address today within our time box, I'll be so more than glad to do so. Shane, your videos are really helpful. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's why we put all the videos out here. Samira, thank you for joining. Wahab, thank you for joining. Kareen, thank you for joining. So as you join team, please go ahead and share, and do me well to click the like button as well. So before we go ahead to start addressing this topic, I also want to remind you all that our next Scrum Master training for the level 1 is starting on Tuesday, the 5th of April. So if you are still looking to join, or you're still contemplating, you're still just procrastinating, which I don't see why you should be procrastinating, please enroll today. Be part of this April session, so that in the next 3 months we will be posting your celebration message as well. Hi, Anne. Thank you for joining. So we will be posting your celebration message as well, so you don't end up congratulating people all the time. We want to celebrate you too. So the best thing you can do for yourself right now is invest. Join the upcoming Scrum Master training. It's just a 1-month program. It gives you the in-depth knowledge of what you're supposed to know around Scrum, so that you don't end up with a certification without knowledge. Because that's what I see a lot of people ending up with. They say they call themselves certified Scrum Masters, but they only have the certification without any knowledge. You see. Hi, Taiwo. Thank you for joining. Yeah, so that's really what it is. And if you are in between the theoretical knowledge or just having a certification and a job, if you are in between that and you're looking to close the gap, our level 2 program is designed for that. It's a fantastic program, goes way beyond boot camp. What we do in that program is way beyond just Agile and Scrum. It's deep. That would be one of the best thing or programs you will ever attend in your entire life. Bam, thank you for joining. And then we also have the level 3 program, which that is really for professionals, people that are already working in the field, a Scrum Masters, Agile Coach, release train engineer, delivery manager. You want to be effective on your job. That program is designed for you. But just so you know, so you start reaching out, the level 3 program is currently full. We only have opening in the next few months to come. All right, so I think we have enough audience to get started. I see 42 people connected here. Gemodi, thank you for joining. Ken, thank you for joining. As you join, please go ahead and share. Please go ahead and share. All right, so do you have to be technical to be an effective Scrum Master? As a matter of fact, one of my students, my previous students, it became a huge deal for some reason, because the person believed so much that Scrum Masters these days have to be very technical, before you can be a Scrum Master. But let's talk about this and see what we all can come up with. Dark, thank you for joining. Yeah, so if you ask me, let's first of all assess what companies are asking for out there. Yes, I agree that if you go on most of these job descriptions out there, you would see that the job description, the bullet points, doesn't really align with what you have gone through in the training. When you took your Scrum Master certification, the things that you'll be finding on job descriptions doesn't align, most of the time doesn't align with what you learned during the training. There was a time when one of my students in level 1 even came with a whole job description in class. And it's like, Karen, everything you're saying in this training doesn't align with this job description. So I don't understand. So this one you're teaching, it doesn't make sense to me, because the job description I see out there, it's different from all these things you're saying in this class. I'm like, all right, that's fine. So I'm like, okay, everything I'm saying, does it align with what's on the Scrum Guide? Have you read your Scrum Guide? The person is like, yes. I'm like, does it align with what's on the Scrum Guide? The person is like, yes. I'm like, okay. So this company, this job description you're bringing in this program, is this job description from the Scrum Guide, or is it from one of the accredited founders of Scrum? And the person is like, no, well, I'm like, well, yeah, so that's exactly the point. And I didn't blame this person. I don't blame you because that's really your understanding. Rita, Immaculate, Swiss, these are my people. Thank you all for joining. Dio, thank you for joining. Yeah, so and then I'm like, I don't blame you, but I'm glad that you brought it up. But this is the way I'll put it. You know that most organizations, like currently 95% of organizations are looking to go agile globally. 95% of no, especially in the Western world, 95% of organizations are looking to go agile. Out of this 95% of organizations that are looking to go agile, 85% of these organizations looking to go agile are looking to do it right. Now, they may just be starting in this journey, while others have been maybe 1 to 2 years into the journey. The reason, come to think of it this way, the reason why they are even posting this job opportunities out there looking for Scrum Masters is because they think they have a problem, right? They think they have a problem and they are looking for someone that is an expert. It may not be an expert, but someone that is very knowledgeable in this area that will come in and help them solve this problem. If they already knew everything that they were supposed to know, these job opportunities will not be out there. You see? So most of the time, the things that will be on these job descriptions it usually comes from the best they know. You will be surprised on how ignorant or backward organizations are when it comes to Agile and Scrum. When you join organizations, you'll be shocked on the kind of things that they have no idea about. The things that you think about, these people should know this. You'll be surprised on how empty they are when it comes to this Agile and Scrum. So these people crafting these job descriptions and putting out there, they are just as ignorant most of the time. That's the best they know. They're thinking that these are the things that the Scrum Master should be doing because that's what they think. That's the best they know. It's not, I wouldn't say that they are saying, okay, according to how Agile is created, this is what the Scrum Master should be doing. The only thing that you should go by, the only reference you should go by to know what a true Scrum Master should be doing is the Scrum Guide. The Scrum Guide is the only true reference that you have to trust to know what a Scrum Master needs, the skill set of a Scrum Master. So now, looking at this people job description, you've seen all these technical things. You start wondering, but this is not what's in the Scrum Guide. You also don't want to blame these people, and you don't also want to write yourself off just because you saw technical things and you already start feeling intimidated and like, oh, I cannot do this because I don't have any technical background. I don't have any technical knowledge. No. As long as that job description says that they are looking for a Scrum Master, regardless of the kind of technical, intimidating words you see on that job description, go ahead and apply. Go ahead and apply. And now, when you go for that interview, focus on your expertise, which is what? Scrum. Scrum is what you're focused on. Sometimes you may have to brush through all these technical things and all of that, but hardly ever they would dwell on the technical things. Now, when you join that organization, like I said, this job description was created based on their know-how, the best they know. You see, so now when you join, that is a master of Scrum, because that's really who you are, a master of Scrum, not a master of people. It's your place. It's now your responsibility to help these people reshape their understanding of Agile and Scrum and who a Scrum Master is and what a Scrum Master should truly be doing. It's your responsibility because you know better. You've gone through the formal training. You know what it means. It's your responsibility to help them refine their jobs, their responsibilities, their accountabilities, and all of that. I have done that so many times joining organizations. I've done that so many times. I would see all these kind of things. I see the kind of job description I see out there. I see a job description. I mean, no, the title, the job title. They say they are looking for a Scrum Master stroke, project manager stroke, product owner stroke, developer. Like, man, when I see these things already, it tells me their level of maturity. But it's okay, because usually when I see this kind of thing, it already tells me that, okay, I need to check the culture of this organization. That already translates automatically to culture. Because if an environment or an organization have a good culture, they will not want one person to do all these jobs and with just one paycheck. You have 5 different roles and then you're getting just one paycheck for these 5 different roles. So when I see that kind of job description, I already start looking into their culture. What's this culture like? I start doing all my research. That may be one thing. Another thing may be they truly don't understand. They truly don't understand. You see. So the only way you would know is by applying for that job so that you can get an interview with these people and have that conversation with them and understand exactly their understanding of Agile just by having conversation with them in an interview. If it's a case where they understand the Agile and then they're neglecting it, they think that, oh, Scrum, you just being a Scrum Master is not enough and you have to be doing all these other things, I would not want to move forward with that kind of an organization. But if it's a case where I see that they truly don't understand and they are open to be helped, yes, I will move forward with them. I would like to move forward with them. And when it comes to these coding things that you see on that job description, it's okay. If it's a case like the latter that I just mentioned, where that's the best they know how to, and then they come up with all this ridiculous expectations. All right, and they are open to learning, to really reshaping their Agile and really getting mature on the journey. And then they know that it's important for a Scrum Master to be dedicated as a Scrum Master. I mean, you can be dedicated to 2 teams. It's okay. You can be dedicated. I wouldn't say 3 teams, because to me, 3 teams is a lot. I've seen mentees that they give them 5 teams. I already know that you'll be leaving that job very soon, because you cannot sustain 5 teams for long. Trust me. You just become an admin, running meetings. That's all you'll be doing. You will not be a true Scrum Master. However, if it's a case where they truly don't know and they are open to want me to help them really understand who does what in the Scrum team, in the Scrum environment, I will take that job and then I'll go in there and I'll help them reshape it. When it comes to this coding, technical things, no, I'm telling them the role of a Scrum Master. And to my opinion, as a Scrum Master, you don't have to be technical. You don't. Being a Scrum Master in an IT environment is really more of soft skills. That's really what you have to be strong at. Not coding. You do not need to be a coder to be a Scrum Master. It's not a requirement. The soft skills that I'm talking about, you have to be great in relationship building. You have to be great in influencing people without authority. You have to be great at patience, being able to listen, being able to facilitate people through issues, be able to facilitate conversations with people through conflicts so that they can resolve their conflicts on their own. You have to be able to, assess people's mindset just by observing. You have to be a strong observer, having conversations with them. You have to be able to coach people through their problems so that they can discover whatever issues they have, the root cause of this issue, and then you guiding them towards them coming up with solutions to resolve this issue. You have to be able to nicely, respectfully advise people, guide people towards achieving the common goal. It really, all these things, for you to effectively do all these things, it takes soft skills. I'll give you a specific example of what I mean. As a Scrum Master, if you join an organization and they start expecting you to have action items on the Jira board, for example, if Jira is what you're using, they start expecting you to have action items like user stories that you will have to work on, then they don't know what they're doing. As a Scrum Master, you really do not have to be managing nothing on the Jira board or having work items like that on the Jira board that is contributing to the increments. No, you don't. You don't have to do that. So if that's the expectation, it means that maybe they're looking for me to be technical or start coding something. I am going to meet my boss and let's have a conversation and let's understand what the expectations are here. And then I can, if I see that they have a knowledge gap on understanding of who a Scrum Master is in an organization, I am going ahead to help them understand this. I'm going and help to, and then I will come from a place of not imposing or telling them that, oh no, this is not my job or anything like that. No, because you don't also want to sound like that. What I will be doing is I am clearly communicating to them what a Scrum Master is supposed to be doing and who a Scrum Master is in a team. And then if they're expecting me to do all these technical things, okay, I'm clearly communicating with them the impact this will have on my Scrum Master accountabilities, because something has to give. Something has to give. If you need me to also help out with development and coding, again, if I have that technical background, it's okay. It's okay if I do it, but know that the Scrum Master accountability will suffer. It will suffer because you may not have all the time you need to dedicate to that, to being a Scrum Master. And for true Scrum Masters on here, you know that it's not, it's a lot. As a Scrum Master, it's a lot. You do a lot. You do a lot as a true Scrum Master. It's not about facilitating those 4 or 5 meetings. No, it's way beyond that. You see. So you do not, in my opinion, you do not have to be technical as a Scrum Master. It's not a requirement. However, let's look at the other side. To me, no knowledge is ever useless. No knowledge is ever useless. So if you have the opportunity to learn the technical skills, or if you have a technical background and you're looking to get into Scrum, great. To me, I think it's going to be a plus for you, but not because it's required. The reason why I think it's going to be a plus for you is because it may sell you to this organization. And secondly, when your team members are having conversations regarding their work, the technicality of their work, you can easily understand the conversation if you are technical. If you have a technical background, you can easily follow along with the conversation that is going on. And with that, you can easily catch some impediments that they may not have thought they are impediments. But because you understand the technical things they are saying, you can easily pick on those things, and then you know that these are impediments, and those impediments may have been missed if you didn't understand the technical language. You see, so that's the advantage being technical has. But to say that you have to go and be coding as a Scrum Master, nope, you truly do not. Thank you, everyone, for joining, for watching. And as you join, please share with your friends, encourage us, support us, so that I can continuously be encouraged to come here and share my knowledge with you all for free. You see, yeah, so that's really it. And then, even though it is good, I mean, like I said, it's usually a plus if you are technical, because it helps you to understand, to follow along with the technical conversations that these people are having. On the other hand, which is what Agile is preaching, and I strongly stand with Agile for that. On the other hand, so before I address this, for those who are just joining, who may not know me and you're just connecting for the first time, my name is Karen Fomafung, and I'm your Agile Evangelist. And what we do here mostly on Sundays is I usually share my experiences, real life experiences, not just some theory somewhere. That my whole intention is to help people that have been in the position where I used to be, really finding it hard to transition between just having the certification and knowing what is happening in the real world. I share my experiences so that we all can continuously learn and grow. And to me, this is just a way of keeping my own learning alive, just sharing this, speaking it out, having what I have in my head, speaking it out to you people, and you all always give me your own opinion. It's just a way to continuously learn in this agile path and thrive together. So that's what we do here mostly on Sunday. So to stay in sync, make sure you turn on the subscription button and that notification bell so that you always get notified whenever we post videos on Sundays. And we also have Scrum Master training programs, which is what we call the level 1 program. Our next session is starting on the 5th of this month, that is Tuesday. And if you have been contemplating or you're thinking, oh, am I able to do this Scrum? Is this even for me? I've gone so far in this career path, which I don't even like. Is it possible for me to transition and start Scrum all over? Yes, it is very possible. Anybody can do this. Anybody. The only thing it takes is being committed and consistent. A level 1 program help build you that solid foundation you need to thrive in this journey. I don't want to always talk too much on this, but I can assure you that it's a fantastic program. And then that is it. If you're looking to be trained and earning a certification as a Scrum Master, enroll. There's a pin message on the chat, the very first message that is pinned. You can go there, go to our website and enroll. We still have some few slots left for the session that's starting on Tuesday. Enroll today and join the train. If you are just in between, if you've already been trained, you think you have the theoretical knowledge, you have the certification, and you're struggling with landing a job, because that's the biggest issue. And it's the issue that a lot of people are not talking about. I don't know why. That's the biggest issue people are facing out there. You go for this training all excited, you end the certification, and then you're so full of hope and motivation, and then you start putting up your resumes out there. And even if you get all these calls and then they never cross you over or giving you the job, after so many interviews, you start feeling demotivated, and then you lost hope, and then you go back to what you were doing before, or you just end up frustrated and confused. If you are in that position, trust me, there is a place for you in our program. It's what we call the level 2 program. Our level 2 program is designed for people like you, people in that category. We help close that gap between just learning a certification and the theoretical knowledge and getting that opportunity. That's what gives us joy. That's what gives us joy. Invest in yourself. Self-investment is the best investment you can ever do for yourself. Trust me. So don't call us to talk about, oh, you don't have money. It's because it's not free. It's not free. If you want free, this is where we bring all the free stuff, and it's great quality. But what our program does for you is like it divides the time that you should have spent trying to figure things out on your own into like 100, because you would take like forever, like longer, 6 months or even a year or 3-4 months to land a job on your own, because you truly don't know the scope of what you should be focused on. You don't know. Our program have a clear, defined scope, and we give you just what you need. And within no time, if you're committed, follow direction, you will land your job, and you will make the money. If money is your problem, you will make all the money that you would have spent all the 6 months trying to look for a job on your own, because you're trying to save $1,500. Yeah. And then at the end of the day, who is losing here? You see. So that level 2 program is for people like you. And then we also have the level 3 program, but I don't like to talk about the level 3 a lot, because people will start calling, and we don't have space right now because it's always backfilled. But the level 3 program is for people that are already on the ground, professionals. They are looking to be effective on their role, and then they come to us. We help guide them towards becoming effective and adding real value on the job. So I'm gonna take questions very soon. So that's it for our programs. Again, if you're looking to enroll, please go to this chat box, the very first message that's pinned there. It has a link. It will take you to our website. You can enroll directly on our website, or you call the number listed on the site, and our customer representative will be glad to assist you. Okay. And I'll be so excited to work with you. That's what I do. I just love it. I'm in love with helping people succeed in this agile space. All right. Now, let's look on the other hand, why talking about the technical skills of a Scrum Master. Agile, I was saying the other time that Agile has their own opinion about Scrum Masters being technical. We see that as an impediment. If a Scrum Master is technical, it may easily translate to impediments. That is what any true practitioner would know, should know. And the reason why I say so is because, come to think of it, if you're in a meeting, right? You're in a setting and there is a problem to solve. Now, people are trying to come up with opinions or whatever on how to go about solving that problem. If you have a good knowledge of that problem and you think that you can solve this problem, tell me, it will be hard for you to keep your mouth shut and let these people figure it out. It will be hard. You will want to quickly jump in and solve the problem. And you all know that's a bad idea when it comes to coaching. Coaching is all about you empowering people to solution for themselves, provoking their thought process so that they can think out of the box through them solutioning for themselves while you guide them towards doing that, towards the process of doing that. But now, if you are that technical and you understand what they're talking about, you will be tempted to want to jump in and always give your own opinion, as opposed to letting them think for themselves and solutioning for themselves. You see, so you doing that in Agile, we see it as you're harming the team, you're harming them and stopping them from exploring their full potential. You see, because you always want to be the problem solver instead of the problem exposer. As a Scrum Master, your job is to expose problems, not to solve problems, not to solve them. So if you are technical, you will be tempted to want to be that problem solver. Meanwhile, the team should be that problem solver. And you doing that also, at the end of the day, the ultimate goal is you want your team members to become self-managing and self-organizing. But if you are technical and you're tempted to always jump in and tell them what to do, which is not what you should be doing, you're stopping them, you're limiting them from achieving that goal of becoming self-managing and self-organizing. You see, so that is why in Agile we think it's a bad idea for Scrum Masters to be technical, because they end up becoming an impediment. There was one time 2 weeks ago, I did a video. I think that was 3 weeks ago, if I remember correctly. I did a video talking about Scrum Mommy or Scrum Daddy. This is just a perfect example. You would find that most of the Scrum Masters that you may join an organization and you see that they are the one running the Scrum board, asking team members, hey, why didn't you do this? And then they're arguing with team members. The very first time I heard about wireframe, this is funny though. The very first time I heard about wireframe, everyone, thank you for joining. As you join, please kindly go ahead and share, kindly go ahead and like, so that it means a lot. Trust me, it means a lot, because it keeps us motivated, and YouTube continuously recognize us as one of the people doing some great work in this YouTube space, and they give us more platform, more opportunities, So please like the video. Don't be selfish with like is free. Just click that like button, just like the video. And also, before I forget, if you check around the chat box right down towards the left, you see some $sign there. So YouTube also gave the ability or the possibility for people, again, to show your support, show your encouragement, appreciation by, supporting us through that $sign. That's really what that is for. So if you appreciate this channel, you just want to support, just want to appreciate for whatever reason, please feel free to also use that to show your support. Thank you very much. Yeah. So like I was saying, you would see some Scrum Masters. They would be there. Oh, I was talking about the wireframe story. The first time I heard about wireframe ever, right? I joined one organization. I was just a new Scrum Master at that time. And then I was supposed to shadow a Scrum Master. The Scrum Master that I was supposed to take over, the Scrum Master was supposed to go to another team. They created a new team. The Scrum Master was supposed to go start that new team. And then I just joined this organization, and then I was shadowing the Scrum Master. Now, we were in a daily Scrum, and then These developers, smart developers. I mean, how I even knew they were smart is because I ended up building relationships with them. And most of the things that I know today regarding the technical part of things, they were the ones who taught me everything. They were that nice and they were that smart. So these people, they were giving they were discussing in daily scrum, and then they were explaining to their peers, explaining some things that they did on the coding part. And then this scrum master that I was shadowing started arguing with these developers that no, you were supposed to do the wireframe first. It was supposed to be on the wireframe. So that was the first time. It's funny, but that's the truth. That was the first time I heard about the word wireframe. And then in my head, I'm beginning to wonder. I did not learn any wireframe in Agile and Scrum. Even all the 18 months that I did in master's program, I never heard about any wireframe throughout my learning. All the trainings I've taken, I've never heard about any wireframe. So what is this lady talking about? And she was arguing with these people, and everyone was kind of silent. And then there was a very nice guy who was also one of the developers. And then the guy, it was embarrassing though, because the Scrum Master was way out of topic. She had no idea what she was talking about. But because she's so used to, her facilitation skills were not good. Trust me. I mean, I don't want to talk down on anybody, but her facilitation skills were crazy. So instead of facilitating a daily scrum and letting these people have their conversation and their collaboration, they know what they're talking about. She's arguing that, oh, it was supposed to be on the wireframe and all of that. And then this very nice developer, sensed the atmosphere. It was really embarrassing because the girl was just making a fool of herself because she had no clue what she was even talking about, but she was arguing. How can you argue on something that you have no idea? So this guy had to call her and like, okay, let me explain to you, this is the process. And we had to spend over 36 minutes or almost 40 minutes in that daily scrum. I remember the details because it was that embarrassing. And then the guy took our time to explain to her all the process that they follow in doing this work, And then the girl was like, oh, it was so embarrassing. I'm like, why are you looking to be a scrum mommy when you have no clue? If it was a case where you even understand their language, you are not even technical. What are you even arguing these people for? They clearly know what they're doing. And everyone is telling you that this is not how it's done. You say, no, this is how it's done, So that is just what being technical can do for you. But the sad part is that this person I'm talking about wasn't even technical. That's the sad part about it, And now, so you don't want to be in that position. You don't want to be in that position to find yourself telling these people what to do, because it means that you're impeding them from learning on their own and figuring out their problems, you see. So that's a big issue for us in the Agile space. I'll just also give you another example. So there was a time when I was a Scrum Master, way back. After, this yearly performance review that the organizations would do. So when the request for, because typically they would ask your team members to share their opinion on what they think about your performance, about your ways of working. So the time came when I was supposed to sit with my boss and have a conversation about my performance review and all of that. They've collected all the information, and according to the process, you're supposed to connect with your boss and discuss everything that have been collected about you before they finally submit it. So I finally connected with my boss and going through what all these people have written about me. Everything around Agile, they actually stated all the things that I've done, all the improvements I've made, all the changes that I've brought, which were all great. Two people, one was the dev lead, and that dev lead also doubled down as the engineering manager. And then one was another developer. One thing they said all the things they could, because we were always kind of at loggerheads because they were so resistant. They were so resistant. And one thing that they said about me is, Karen has brought all these changes and all of that, but Karen needs to be more technical so that she can help us refine our stories, so that she can better help us refine our stories and prioritize our stories. That already tells me that they have no idea what they're talking about, So the advantage that I had was that the person I was reporting to at that time was an agile coach, and the agile coach was so agile. He was so mature. He knew his game. So going through all of that, he already knew that those people who wrote those things were the ones that were ignorant. All these things I'm telling you today about being technical, that was the first time we actually had that conversation. And he even told me that being technical is an impediment. So, Karen, you're doing the right thing. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. So don't let whatever these two people has written, discourage you. So you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You see. So yeah, so that's really it. But the advantage, like I said, the advantage I had was this agile coach was a whole level of agile. He was technical himself though. He was technical, but I wasn't technical at that point, and he knew that, because some bosses would think, oh, I'm technical, so you should be technical before even having this opportunity. No, but he didn't see it that way. He knew that being technical was just a plus to him because he used to be a developer before he decided to become a Scrum Master and then an agile coach. You see, so that was the advantage I have. So again, to recap for this question, a Scrum Master is not required to be technical. It's not a requirement. No. But if you're technical, it's a plus to you. If only you know how to leverage it so that you don't end up becoming a Scrum mommy or a Scrum daddy, telling these people what to do instead of showing them what's the gaps they have so that they can solution for themselves. You see, if your own technicality is you poking your nose into these people's how, because you are not supposed to be concerned on the how the work is supposed to be done. You are supposed to be concerned on Scrum. The PO is concerned on the what. Team members are concerned on the how. You see? So if you know that you're technical and you're able to hold yourself to not poke your nose in the how part of things, then it's a plus for you. But if you are technical and then you are not able to hold yourself and you keep poking your nose into things that you shouldn't be poking your nose in, then you're harming your team. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. And then do not be intimidated when you see all those job descriptions out there asking for all these technical things and they say that they label it Scrum Master. I would suggest go ahead and apply. Don't be intimidated. Go ahead and apply. Have that opportunity to have a conversation with these people so that you truly understand their understanding of their job description. You see, but it's not like you'll be telling them that no, the job description is not correct. I'm not supposed to do this. No, you don't want to sound like that because you're still looking for an opportunity to get in, right? And help them. Scrum Big Uncle Samuel. That's a new one, and I like it. Yeah, Scrum Big Daddy or Big Uncle. You don't want to come across as that person. Yeah, so don't go for your interview and say, no, I as a Scrum Master, I'm not supposed to do this, I'm not supposed to do that. Nope, they will not call you back. You're looking for that opportunity where you can go in there and help them better understand their process, better understand who does what in this environment, in the Scrum team. You see, you're looking for that opportunity. The only thing that should stop you from moving forward is if in the process of discussing, you perceive that their culture is not healthy. That's the only, to me. I mean, other things are important to people, but to me, my mental health is most important because I have to be right, have to be okay before I can help you. I have to be right upstairs before I can even say I am helping other people. So my mental health, to me, it's critical. I can never, ever, ever trade it for anything. If I perceive that the culture of an organization is not healthy, no, I'm not joining you. I'm not joining you. But if it's a matter of them having a job description that requires me, according to the job description, to be a developer, to be whatever, it's okay. As long as their culture is healthy, it's okay. I'll join them. I'll help them better understand who does what in a Scrum team. I've done that countless times. Before I wrap up and give room for questions here to address all these questions, I also want to share with you one story. Those that are part of my our programs, any of our programs, maybe level 1 or level 2 or level 3, I'm sure they are familiar with the story already. Yeah, I'm sure they are familiar with this story already. There was a time when I was applying for a Scrum Master role, right? They called me for one. On that job description, what they put on that job description is they're looking for a 60% Scrum Master, and then 40% is supposed to be a SQL. You have to be an expert in SQL. Again, that was my first time of hearing about SQL. I mean, I'm just being open, and you all know that's how I do it. I'm just being open and honest with you. That's the first time I heard about SQL. And then in my head, I'm wondering what this thing even. And then I went online to even look up what the meaning of SQL. And then before I learned about, I realized that it's an acronym. I didn't even know. But when I spoke with the HR person, it was the first one was just a screening. I spoke with the person, and then the person, asking all the screening questions, and they asked me about SQL. I told the person that, well, yeah, I know that I stated my understanding of the SQL based on the research I've done before that interview. That's my understanding of SQL. And the person is like, well, but we will need someone that is about 30, we need someone that is about 40% expert with SQL. I'm like, okay. And I was so desperate at that time. I needed that job. I was really desperate. And then I told this person, well, I wouldn't say I am perfect, but I can tell you that I'm a very quick learner. I mean, I'm very confident like that. I've learned to be confident like that though, because I wasn't like that before. I can tell you that I'm a very quick learner. And if this is something that's required to deliver value, trust me, I will get on it right away. I will learn it right away. At least I have some basic understanding of it. And my basic understanding of it was just the meaning of the acronym. That was my understanding of it at that time. So I even thought those people would not call me back, because I was even worried too. I was intimidated. Like, I have no clue what these people have been talking about. If I take this job, even if they give me this job, I don't even know what I'll be doing. So I thought they would not even call me back, and I was okay if they don't call me back. But again, I was desperate. And then, like 2 weeks later, the lady called me, and the lady said, yes, that she shared my information with the hiring manager. The hiring manager was the director of software engineering, and the hiring manager really liked me. All the answers that I provided, especially around what I said regarding the SQL, he really liked. He wants to meet me. He wants to speak with me. I'm like, okay, let's see. Again, at that time, I was still very young in my career, and then hearing director of software engineering. Hey, I was so intimidated. Like, I don't even know what the SQL is. And then now you're adding director of software engineering. I mean, I was so intimidated. I mean, I'm just being honest with you all. The me you see today, I've grown. I've grown, trust me. That is why I tell you all that if Karen can be here today, anybody can do this. Anybody. It only takes determination. I'm a very determined person. If you're determined, if you're a go-getter, if you're a committed person, where when you start something, you make sure you finish it, especially if you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, then trust me, you can be way more than where I am today in no time. If Karen can do it, anybody can do it. So when I heard about that director of software engineering, I was so intimidated. And I finally met this person, and then the person asked me again about this. We had a conversation, we had the conversation. I had already done everything I can, humanly possible, to keep my nervousness under control, So I finally was able to gather my nervousness and packet it very well and put it one corner before I connected for that meeting. I met this person, and then, I was just normal. We had this conversation. And as I am also very authentic, the person just liked my personality. That boss, he just liked my personality. And then he asked me again about this SQL, and he said, because this role, what do I really do as a Scrum Master? I told this person, and then the person also talked about the SQL thing. I'm like, yeah, Anne also told me about it, but like I said, I'm a very quick learner. From that time that I had that conversation with Anne and to today, this is what I've learned about SQL. I list everything that I learned on Google, I learned on YouTube regarding SQL. I watch videos. I list out all the things that I've learned so far from the time I had that conversation. You see. And after I listed all those things, this person still perceived that I'm very weak at the SQL, but at least I've made effort to close the gap if this is what is needed to do the work. And the person said, okay, thank me very much. And they called me back and they gave me the offer. They gave me that offer. Let me tell you, what was most interesting to me is when I finally joined that organization. Do you know what this expert in SQL thing, the requirement for this expert in SQL really mean? All I was supposed to do was to just go look up some data, query some data, and then export it to their vendor. They had a translator vendor that would translate their English software into the different languages that would serve their clients globally. That was all I was supposed to do. And there was someone who trained me. It didn't take up to 20 minutes for me to know the buttons that I was supposed to click here to get the information that I need, that I'll have to send to those people. That is what these people needed. And that is what they put all this fancy name on that thing, and it was intimidating. So I am telling you, do not be intimidated when you see all these fancy names on job descriptions. Do not. Instead, be curious to want to know what these things are. Be curious, because you'll be surprised to know that when you join this organization, it's just a matter of clicking buttons around. It's just a matter of clicking buttons. The only thing is you should be open to learning. You should be open to learning, have this interest to want to know, be curious. Do not be intimidated, I'm telling you. And anytime I'm supposed to perform that task, because I typically do this particular SQL thing that they wanted, I typically do it like twice a month. And any time that I'm supposed to perform that task, it hardly ever takes me up to 20 minutes. It hardly ever takes me up to 20 minutes to do it. That's how simple it was. Even being a Scrum Master was more difficult than whatever big name these people wanted to press me down with, So, yeah, so that's just the reality. Don't be intimidated by all these things. The only problem you may have is if you're not strong with Agile and Scrum. That's the only problem. That's the only time you'll be exposed. But if you are, go and learn. Go and learn. Go join this organization and learn these things. All right. Talking for a whole hour is not easy. I've done a lot of talking. So right now, I'm just going to take questions. Let me run through these comments here. I'm going to brush through some of the questions we have, and then we call it a day. But again, I hope this has been helpful and this has inspired somebody, especially those people that used to be like my old self, that will easily get intimidated when they go see all the scary names on job descriptions, these scary words. Because this are my target audience for today. I don't want you people to miss your opportunities just because you see some things that you don't know, you're not familiar with, you just run away. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Before I even go ahead to look at these questions again, just to remind you all, our next training for Scrum Master is starting on the 5th of April. That's Tuesday. We still have some slots open. If you're still looking to enroll, or you've been thinking of taking Scrum training with another vendor and then coming to us for level 2, I would advise that you come take it with us, the level 1 with us. And the reason is because you can clearly see the difference between people who took the level 1 training with us and people who came from outside. I'm telling you, the difference is clear. Because the ones that usually took the trainings from elsewhere, I don't know, not all though, but most of them, they usually still have a huge gap. They'll come to level 2, instead of closing the gap to land a job, they are rather learning Agile and Scrum. So please, you have an opportunity to take it with us. It's an opportunity. Come and take it with us so that you will know, we will be sure that your foundation is solid. And in level 2, you will be outstanding in level 2, and you will easily achieve your goal, which is to be successful long-term, not just short-term. But if you think you've already taken the training and you already have the theoretical knowledge, great. Join our level 2 program to help you achieve your goal. If your goal is to become a working Scrum Master, Agile Coach, whatever you want to be, enroll today. Stop waiting. Stop looking to save money. It's not free. It's not free, oh. I want to put it there. It's not free. And do not say it's expensive, because the value you get out of that program, I'm telling you, $1,500 cannot pay for the value you get out of our program. I'm telling you, those that have been in the program, they can say it. Coming from me, because I'm part of the program, it may sound like I'm saying because it's my program. I don't know how else to help you understand the value you get out of our level 2 program. I'm telling you, you can never use $1,500 to buy it. You can never. All right, so visit our website. Click on the message you see right at the top there, the text message. A message is pinned there. Being Agile. Click on it, and through the link on our website, go to the website and enroll. Or if you have any question, call the number that's listed on the website, and we will be more than glad to help you. Okay, let's take questions now. Yeah, so Amina clearly agrees that the job descriptions are very, very advanced, technical. I will agree with you, but girl, I don't know if you're a girl or a boy, I'm assuming, but do not let that scare you. Do not. I used to be there. I'm telling you from experience, do not let that intimidate you. No, people would hardly come here and share the kind of information with you, but it's boring at the top. I don't want to be at the top all by myself, because it's boring at the top. That's why I'm sharing this with you, so we all can be at the top. You can do it. All right. Age number 66. Yes, I feel the same. I'm getting criticism from my manager that I don't have the technical expertise. Yes, because your manager is ignorant. Unfortunately, your manager is ignorant. So you have to help your manager understand. Help them understand. But at the same time, if you have the opportunity to learn whatever technical thing that is required, do learn it. What I have done to learn the technical skills that I have today, some of the little things that I've done is I usually connect with my developers. I can schedule a quick meeting, because first of all, anytime I join an organization, I make sure I establish a very good relationship with my team members. Very good relationship. The same way I share information here is the same way I share my knowledge everywhere I go. And because of that, a lot of people like me for that. And whenever I need something too from them, they don't hesitate to give it to me. You see, they don't hesitate to give it to me. So I connect with them and I ask them specific questions on some specific things, and they tell me, they gladly share it. Trust me, people want to share it, knowledge. People do. They gladly share it with me, and that's how I've been able to learn, being curious. So, Amina, if you have that opportunity, please do learn it, as long as you know how to use it to not become a Scrum mommy or Scrum daddy. All right. Rajesh is asking, can I contact you via your WhatsApp number? No, you would not be able to contact me via my WhatsApp number, because I would not have the capacity. But you can definitely contact us through our business number. We have a WhatsApp number as well. So yes, contact us through the number on the website, or send an email, and then we can now give you the WhatsApp, send you the WhatsApp number. Yes, but we have a business WhatsApp number, but not my personal number. And then Ken is asking, where can I get information on your level 3? On our website, Ken. So like I mentioned, if you go on the first text here, the first text on this is pinned there. Just click on that link. It will take you to our website. It will take you directly to where you get all that information in one place. But like I mentioned, the level 3 is currently full. Dark. Thank you, Dark. I appreciate it. I completely agree. Okay. Kitty, I think about how do many times what they are looking for is not a Scrum Master job according to the job guide. I agree with you, Katie. I agree with you, but like I said, everything I've already explained, usually that's the best they know. That's the best they know. So like I said before, I have done this many times, joining an organization and helping them refine their job responsibilities. I have done that. Okay. I have been intimidated and haven't applied for any Scrum role. Girl or boy, I don't know who you are, but go and apply right now. Trust me, you're just missing on your opportunity. These people, most of the time, they just put those words are just fancy words. I'll tell you, the first time I heard about Scrum, I thought it was a software. The first time I heard the word Scrum, I thought that it was some software or something. See, but when I learned, like, it has nothing to do with software, I was like, wow. So when you see all these fancy words, just go find out what these words mean. They may truly not really mean anything like that. They may truly not really mean anything. So I don't know if one of these my level 2 team member is here right now, but I'm just gonna say a story. I'm not calling your name, but if you're there, please bear with me. So this week, one of my level 2 mentees reached out and like, Karen, what's the meaning of goose? Goose is actually an abbreviation though. And it seems like this person has an upcoming interview, and on the job description, the person saw goose on it. And then she's reaching out to me asking me, what's the meaning of goose? What's goose? And the person was worried, like, what's goose? So anything that is outside of Scrum, trust me, you should not be that worried about. But I would suggest that look it up and try to even at least have just know what the word means. But don't think you need to have a skill about that as long as it's outside of Scrum. But be very strong with your Scrum. You should be good. Okay. Faye Kemi said, be courageous enough to go for anything. Yes, I agree with you 100%. Yes, I agree 100% with you, Faye Kemi. Balaganesh says, unless Scrum Master is technical, how does he foster the improvement, especially concerning the DevOps, automation, refactoring, and other areas? This is a very good question. And this is the same mindset of some people who don't really understand who a Scrum Master is and what a Scrum Master should be doing. You don't have to be technical to be able to facilitate this session or coordinate these sessions. What you have to be strong at is you have to be a strong facilitator. And you need to know how to leverage what we call in Agile powerful questionings. There is something in Agile that is called powerful questioning. If you are good with powerful questionings, you will question people into the problem. And that's how the problem will be exposed, through you questioning them into it. And that's how the problems will be exposed. On how to do that is something for a whole other day. Join our level 2 program to learn all of that on how to do that. But yes, Balaganesh, that's how you do that. You don't need to be technical to know how to facilitate or coordinate all this automation refactoring things, because you are not the one doing the how as a Scrum Master. You only focus on the speed of things, which the speed is you eliminating waste, helping your team become efficient and effective. So you facilitate all these things through powerful questioning technique. That's how we call it. I hope that answers your question. Yes, Olubukola, run away from dual roles. I agree with you. I wouldn't want to do that because it will not be helpful to your own career advancements. You end up confusing yourself. I mean, if it's a requirement though, but if it's something that you have the bandwidth to help out and you're willfully doing it, great, do it. But if it's a requirement, they expect you to be a Scrum Master, a product manager, a product owner, a developer. Run away. Oh. The soft skills is what enticed me into the role in this career. Natural mediator, great. I like that. I have technical background, customer service specialist in problem solving, such as soft skills, but the facilitation of mass emails, PowerPoint presentations, not so much. You can learn all those things, especially if Agile is the path you've chosen. The soft skills is a requirement. But the good news is it's very learnable. It's very, very learnable. You can learn these things. Join our program, we'll teach you all these things. Visit our website and enroll in our program. We will teach you all those things. And then Kay also mentioned everything else I'm confident in and willing to learn. Great. I like that you're willing to learn. So yes, you even have an advantage as long as you know how to manage your technical skills so that you don't become an impediment. All right. Thanks a lot, Katie. You are an inspiration to many. God bless. Thank you. Appreciate it. And then Aswani said, just wanted to say that you are doing a fantastic job. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have seen more than 9 to 10 of your videos. You are just awesome. You are doing I don't understand service and playing a pivotal role. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Aswani said, God bless you. Thank you so much, Patrick. Thank you, Karen, for encouragement. In fact, some of the job descriptions are intimidating. Yes, brother, I agree with you. They are very intimidating, but do not be intimidated. If Karen can do it, I'm telling you, you cannot understand where I'm coming from. I was not able to speak in front of 2 people. That was how shy and insecure I used to be. I'm telling you, based on how I was raised to understand that you cannot speak when grown-ups are speaking. You cannot open your mouth when you don't have anything. It seems like you're causing confusion. when you're from a struggling background and you are in a place where people that are influential are speaking, you cannot even open your mouth because you will come across like you're causing confusion because you don't have anything to show. Even though I know that I was smart, but all of that just weighed me down and shut me down. That was how bad it was. But if I am here today telling you that if you can do it, then believe me, trust me, I've been there. Thank you, Mariama. Thank you, Karen. I have learned a lot from your channel. I appreciate it. Thank you. That's the same reason why we put these things out here, so that we can reach 1 or 2 people and make a difference. Giving back to the community, that's really how we do it. Can we make payment arrangement for we don't have the full needed? Yes, we have a payment of we have a debt installment option. It's not available online. If that's what you're looking to leverage, the installmental option, that's fine. Just call the number listed on the website and someone will gladly help you through that. Do Scrum Masters have to start as business analysts? You do not have to start as anything. You do not have to start as anything. All what you need is an open mind to learn. That's all what you need. We have a lot of people that used to be care workers, like nursing assistants, and they are now successful, influential agile coaches. Those are the kind of people I even enjoy helping more. As long as you have an open mind, willing to learn, and you're coachable, those are the kind of people I like to impact because I have been there. And people like that are usually think some certain things are not for them, are for some special people. But those are the kind of people I like to pick on because I want to show them that some special things, some big things are not only for some people. No, we all were born as leaders. And then we decide some of us decided to end up as followers. No, we all are born leaders. So you don't have to have a business analyst background to become a Scrum Master. No, you don't have to be anything. All you need to do is to be able to learn and be coachable. All right, Wahab said, you said anybody can become a Scrum Master, right? Yes, but a shy person cannot become a Scrum Master. Well, I agree with you. That's why I said you need a mentor. If you are a shy person, anybody here, if you think you're a shy person, Karen used to be. See, outside of my Agile life passion, like I said, I used to be very, 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 very insecure and shy. That's my natural, that used to be my natural self, but I have learned, because I decided to choose this path for myself. And then I realized that um you cannot be shy, because you have to talk, you have to speak in this role as a coach, and it just cannot work. Those two, being shy and being a coach, just cannot work. So I learned my way outside of my comfort zone. So yes, you can learn to upskill and close the gap of what's required to be a successful agile practitioner. All right, Femi, what's the career progression for Scrum Master? What's the next thing? I mean, there are different levels of Scrum Master. Scrum Master, you can be a Scrum Master 1, Scrum Master 2, Scrum Master 3. Some organizations even have up to Scrum Master 4. Have a senior Scrum Master. You can be a Scrum Master or Scrum Masters. Again, that's a whole topic for another day. You can be an Agile Coach, but in our community of practice, this topic came up. We've been having conversation around it, and we agree that I will just create the content so that we can reach so many people at once, rather than me saying the same thing over and over. So please look out for that video. I'm gonna make a video to speak on that. All right. Scrum Big Uncle. All right. What about Scrum Master and SharePoint developer? All right, I'm struggling to understand what you mean by Scrum Master SharePoint developer. Is that a job title? If that's a job title, then I would say that it's the same thing as what we've been saying: a Scrum Master and project manager, Scrum Master, business analyst, Scrum Master, SQL experts. Like my case, go for that interview and go learn exactly what they need, what they're looking for. All right. SQL is very common in most of the Scrum jobs posting. Also, the year of experience they ask for is usually high, 2 to 5. Yes, they need all that kind of years of experience. That's why you need to get into a level 2 program, so that we can help build you up to close that gap. So that's Nancy. Nancy say also the years of experience they ask for is usually high, 2 to 5 years of experience. Yes, nobody will want to hire you. They pay Scrum Masters a lot of money. A lot of money. So if they're paying you, they will need you to deliver. And the only guarantee that they can have to make sure that you'll be able to deliver is to first check if you have some certain years of experience. So yes, I would do the same. But if that is your challenge, Nancy, and any other person online here, if that's your challenge, our level 2 program is designed to close that gap for you. Our level 2 program is designed to close that gap. Reach out to us and join the program. Trust me, you will be glad you did. You will be glad you did. You will thank me. All right. I usually 7 to 5 years of experience as a Scrum Master. Yes, it's the same thing. I mean, now that I just addressed is the same thing. Yes, they need all those years because they want to at least be sure that they are putting their money, they are putting their mouth where their money is. That's how they say these things, right? Okay, yeah, there's a lot of comments here. All right, I have just 3 minutes to run through this. Let me see. Do you also help the team out in spikes? Okay, I don't understand what you mean by do you also help the team out in spikes? I don't know what you mean by that question. But as a Scrum Master, I will help the team to understand the kind of work items they can consider as spike. That's what I would do. Doggy, confidence and curiosity. Right. Yes, I was intimidated for sure. Doggy is one of our team members. Yes. So I'm glad that you're out of that place right now, Doggy. I'm glad for you. I'm very happy for your growth. Katie, this was a great segment. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Karine Anthem, thanks so much. God bless you, Coach, for this encouragement. You are welcome. That's why we do this. Capital One has changed the Scrum Master role to Agile Delivery Lead. Are you aware of this and what's your reaction? See, the organizations can call this role anything. Some organizations call it Agilist. They call Scrum Masters Agilist. Some organizations call Scrum Master Scrum Lead. Some organizations call Scrum Masters Team Lead. Some organizations call Scrum Masters Agile Team Coach. So they changing it to Agile Delivery Lead doesn't mean anything to me. It's still the same thing. They should have a good reason why they call it that, and that's also a topic for another day. We can address that. But on what you will be doing, I don't think it changes. All right. Cynthia, thank you. This was very helpful. Yes, I appreciate it. I'm an African woman. Okay, Amina. Thank you for telling us. Yes, thank you. Now I know that you are a woman. Totally agree. Vinaja is the best mentoring program. Thank you, Anne. Thank you for trusting us, Anne. And I'm so proud of your journey so far. I'm so proud of how far you've come, and I'm so glad that you trusted us to walk you through this. Can solidify that base foundation. Yes, it's be so worth it in the long run. Make we no jump class 1 and 2, and then one for pass a class 3 exams. Yes, Ken. So what Ken just wrote in pidgin English is saying that it's worth it to build that solid foundation. Don't try to skip class 1 and class 2 and then you want to go past class 3 exams. You will fall down. You know when an avocado falls from a pear from in Africa we call it pear. You know when avocado falls from a tree right straight to the floor and just scatter. That's what you will experience if you're trying to skip steps and not build the foundation. The house will definitely collapse. Okay, what is technically debt? And how do you deal with it? Okay, what is technical debt? Okay, technical debt is just some of the loopholes that you try to skip and then they are coming back to you. It may be defects, it may be bugs, and all of these things. That's what they call it debt because you have to pay it by rework. I'll tie it to the statement Ken made up there. It's just like you're trying to skip level 1 and level 2, trying to be a Scrum Master, right? Or you're trying to skip level 1 and then you want to just go straight to level 2. The foundation is faulty. So you will have to go back and do rework, even waste more money. It's the same thing for technical debt. Technical debt is just like the box and the low quality work you all are doing, and you deliver it to customers, and then they start finding a lot of bugs, and then they send it back to you for rework. We consider that as technical debt. It's a debt to the team. You have to pay the debt because you have to give them the quality they are looking for. Now you have to do that work 2 times because you were trying to cut corners. So in a nutshell, that's what technical debt is. Pascal Hector, Karen, you are the best in the business. I'm a big fan and your hands are experienced. Thank you. Appreciate it. How are you joining? Petty is asking, how are you joining? How do you answer this question? What is your process of delivery to your manager? What's your process of delivery to your manager? That's a strange question because you are not delivering to your manager. You're supposed to be delivering to your customers. So I'm not sure whatever that question is. That's a wrong question to me. You're not delivering to your manager. No, you're not looking to please your manager. You're looking to please your customers. That is if your question is correct. Shane, any tips on running jobs with 2 different companies? I don't know. I cannot speak on that because I'm not a fan of that. Unfortunately, I know people do it, but that's not something I would do, and that's not something I would encourage because I see that as cheating, unfortunately. So I will not speak to that. Pascal, can you cover an effective retrospective and actionable items and how it's captured them into Jira? Yes, we can do that. We can do that in the level 2 program. So that is covered clearly in the level 2 program. But there are some good videos, I think 2 videos regarding retrospective on the channel. So if you missed those videos, you can go ahead and watch them. Oops, okay. All right. So can I join your program from the UK? Yes, we serve clients globally. We serve clients from mostly from UK, US, India, Australia, Canada, Belgium, Germany. Yeah, those are the key areas where our clients are. Yeah. So definitely yes, you can. The way the program is structured, um, it works very well for everybody. So yes. Sayo, how best can you coach stakeholders who are always busy to do UAT and slow down? That's a good question. But for the sake of time right now, I don't think we can address that. I've already gone outside of the time box. PJ Awasum. Now I'm a Scrum Master, aspiring Agile Coach. Congratulations, PJ. I'm very happy for you. And yes, you would definitely become an Agile Coach if that's who you want to become. Thank you. So PJ also just confirmed my organization called it Agile Delivery Manager, but I do just Scrum Master role. So it's same. Companies have different ways of calling it. Correct. I agree with you 100%. Marie, this was helpful. Thank you, Marie. I am just joining in. Recently got my certification in SAFE, hoping to get my first job. Any advice? A friend recommended you. Yes, all the advice you can ever have, everything you need is in our level 2 program. So join our level 2. I'm assuring you that you will be glad you did. I was asked in an interview, sorry, it was a business analyst interview. I appreciate your response. Oh, okay. How I deliver to my manager. Oh, okay. Alvina, thank you so much, Karen. I appreciate you all. All right. Before we round up, I hope this session was helpful because that's really the point. I hope you got some value out of it, and I hope you were all inspired. And for those who were looking to quit because they see all this scary technical terminologies on some job descriptions, do not quit, please. Rather, be curious to find out what these things really mean. It may just be you having to click some buttons. So please do not be intimidated. Go out there and seize your opportunity, okay? And grow with us. If you're looking for a mentor, go on our website, being at www.beingagileconsulting.com, enroll in one of our programs, the one that you think will best meet your need, and we'll be more than glad to help you through this journey. Okay, if you're looking to be trained, just starting as a Scrum Master, you're looking for that knowledge, our level 1 training is coming up on Tuesday, the 5th of April. Please enroll today, and so that we can start this journny, so that in the next couple of months we'll be posting about your success story and we'll be celebrating you. That's the best part of all this. That's my best part, when I'm celebrating people, so you can start. It's not too late. You're not too old to do it. You're not too young to be trained. You're not too nothing. You can do it as long as you want to learn, you want to grow. We'll be glad to show you the way. The kind of information we share, I'm telling you, you will not see this anywhere. The program really being so generous to expose all our insight on the kind of things we do. Trust me. Join us and we'll be glad to help you, so we all can walk this journey together. Okay. And if you are already working as a Scrum Master, Agile Coach, and you think you still have a gap on the knowledge part, because we have a lot of people like that, get into our level 1 and still be trained. Be trained so that you can solidify your foundation, and so that you will thrive in the organization you're already working for. All right. Thank you all very much, and have an amazing rest of your Sunday. We'll talk to you all later, and hope to see you all in class on Tuesday for those who are looking to be trained. For those who are looking for a job, hope to see you all in class on Monday. That's tomorrow, for the level 2 mentoring program. Have a blessed, wonderful day. Bye.